All right. Good morning, Knights, and welcome to the Knights Watch. I'm Nancy.
And my name is Doyle.
The Knights Watch is a daily show that airs at the beginning of Block 2. The Knights Watch is a show made by students for students to keep everyone up to date with everything Queenie.
Now, let's get to the announcements again.
Door decorating will be running until this Wednesday, and there will be a popcorn party on Friday, December 23rd for the winning class.
Also, this week, the Royal Guard has organized our Winter Wonder Week. Listen up for the events happening each day this week.
Monday is World Arabic Language Day. Deputy lessons are happening in the cafeteria at lunch. Stop by.
Tuesday is Ugly Sweater Day. Wear a ugly Christmas sweater or non-Christmas sweater.
Wednesday, the door decorating must be completed.
Also, a movie night will be hosted by grad committee after school. They'll be watching Black Adam.
Thursday, red and or green day. Dress in either colors or both.
And finally, Friday is Pajama Day and free hot chocolate. The winner for the door decorating contest will also be announced.
And now for the 12 days of trivia.
Every day until the winter break, we will have a piece of trivia here on the Night's Watch.
The trivia will be focused on different topics every day. Today is Arabic language trivia.
If you know the answer to the trivia question, head down to the office and write down your answer on a slip of paper given to you by Miss Gaucher.
All correct answers will be put in a draw to win a spot at our Trivia Awards pizza party. If your name is drawn on the Night's Watch, you will be invited to the pizza party next week, Friday, where you are guaranteed to win a prize.
These prizes range from movie tickets to gift baskets and finally, the grand prize.
What's the grand prize? Stay tuned to find out.
And now, the answer to Friday's trivia was 20 doorways. Now, let's see who has won today.
Rihanna Ward. There you go. Congrats.
For today's trivia, you will have to tell us how many countries speak Arabic as an official language.
So, think you know the answer? Head down to the office at lunch and submit your entry for our prize.
Reminder, if you'd like to watch our episodes again, you can look up Queen Elizabeth High School on YouTube.
And finally, in World Cup news,
Messi finally won his World Cup. Argentina won their third World Cup and their first since 1986. They took a quick 2-goal lead, but Kylian Mbappe had 2 goals in 2 minutes late in the game to tie it up. In extra time, Argentina took the lead once again, but Mbappe completed the hat-trick to tie it up 3-3. Argentina then went on to win 4-2 on penalties to capture this year's World Cup.
And now, on to Evan for the weather.
Good morning, Knights. It's currently minus 25 outside, feels like minus 34, and overcast. It's just getting colder this week, and it won't start warming up until the weekend, so please make sure to stay warm. And now, back to Doyle for an exciting interview.
Thanks, Evan. I'm here with... What's your name again?
Dorothy Gomes.
Yeah, she's here to answer a few questions for us. So, I understand you just returned from military training. What was it like?
Well, BMQ is not easy, and the thing is, it's not meant to be easy. You're working with the military, you have to be strong. First few weeks, they try to break you down both mentally and physically. Not to say it gets any better during the course, but you do adapt to the environment and the way they teach you. Looking at the good part, you're a very changed person when you finish BMQ. You learn to work as a team and rely on people and vice versa. Personally speaking, I was a very introvert person, and my nature did have a big change.
All right. What made you decide on a career in the Canadian Armed Forces?
CAF is a pretty unique road after high school, and it's a pretty unique way to reach your goals. Many people go to university right after high school, but I was pretty nervous for university, and I wanted to take a gap year as well, but still make that time useful. So CAF was like, why not? Down the road, I do plan on going to a college, and with military being a career, I can go to RMC, Royal Military College, and the great thing is all your courses and any expenses related to your education will be covered for, and you'll get a side pay as well. The options and opportunities are endless in this career.
So what comes next after the basic training?
Well, BMQ is the first step of your career in the military. It teaches you all the general knowledge you should have as a member of the CAF. Regardless of whether you're in Army, Air Force, or Navy, every candidate goes through this phase, and upon completion, they are posted to the next base where they will get their trades training. For example, my element is Navy, and my trade is sonar operator. After finishing BMQ, I'm posted in Naval Fleet School, which is a Navy base, and I'll be learning specifically about my work on the ship.
Finally, what advice do you have for anyone considering the Canadian Armed Forces?
If you are considering to join the CAF, I wish you all the best with your journey. The application process takes quite a while before you are accepted, so have patience with everything. Stay physically fit so BMQ is not as hard as it needs to be. Other than that, start treating yourself independently and act mature. It will just make things easier for you in BMQ. On a side note, I would just like to say that BMQ is a big challenge when you reach there, but in the duration of the career, things won't always be as intense as it is in BMQ. And if you are interested in medical field or sciences or anything, there's still a lot of great opportunities for you down the road.
Thank you. And finally, some words from our principal.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I don't have too much in terms of official business for you today, but unfortunately, I had to miss last Friday to do celebrations and shoutouts, so I do have a few celebrations and shoutouts for you. So I'll start with a couple of specific ones. Our good friend Jamal Fayed wanted to give a shout out both to Oasis Potel and Miss Mays, just for being amazing people who support him so much. So thank you, and I'm sorry I had to wait for that a bit, Jamal. Noklan Noyan also wanted to give a shout out to Autumn Nelson. This is exactly what Noklan says. Autumn is my dear sweet friend who I love so much. Shout out Autumn, love you from Nell Dog. Okay. And other than that, my other ones are fairly big. There is a running theme though, and that is connectedness. And I want to just say how proud I am of the school as a whole for everything that we are doing to support not only people in our immediate school community, but beyond our school community. I'm so proud of some of the work we're doing with our feeder schools. Mr. Abdullahi had 4 students over doing a leadership workshop at Evansdale Elementary School. Mr. Rodriguez was also over at Evansdale doing a soccer camp for their grade 6 students as well. And I was heartened to see our Royal Guard working with all of our students from Dickensfield, wrapping up presents like a whole bunch of little elves to go in our gift baskets that are going out for families in need, which brings together, of course, all the work we did as a large school community to fill those baskets. It's something that is absolutely inspiring. Mr. Hall wanted to give a shout out to her grad council for all the work that they did in orchestrating the popcorn sales over the last week. It was also very inspiring work. And I could literally talk here for about an hour about everything that went into the Night of Fine Arts last week. I would just say that personally, I was so heartened to see such a unique mix of people out there, both as performers, and the performances were all fantastic, a number of staff there, parents, but I think I was just so impressed by seeing so many different students out there enjoying a night of arts. It was a really, really inspiring night. Of course, we're in the mix of basketball season. There's lots of basketball season going on. It was a busy week. Our junior girls won the consolation final at the Emile Lazert tournament. Our senior boys won the ABJ tournament, and the junior boys won silver in the Louis Saint Laurent tournament. But to end the shout-outs, what I want to tell you about is when Mr. Mosen told me about how his junior team did this weekend, he told me, yes, they won silver, so they were very successful as a team. He told me that Ghislaine Uruguay was a tournament all-star. Both things to celebrate. But what he was absolutely most excited about was that after their game on the weekend, their final game, he's getting the boys together, and one of the referees who'd been there all weekend took time to track Mr. Mosen down, specifically to come and talk to him about how impressed he was with the sportsmanship and politeness of our junior boys team. And I just want to say, I know Mr. Mosen almost had a tear in his eye when he was talking about it. I will say that for all of us who coach and teach in this school, Those are the kind of things that mean more than even the biggest wins. So I want to thank the boys for that, and I want to thank you all for being good stewards of our school and good stewards of our community. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you can somehow stay warm in this bitter cold. Thank you.